Hey, what's up? This is going to be a day one update for Path of Exile 3.29 Peak League. I call it Peak League because everybody thinks we're going down under the sea in 3.29. We're actually going up. We're actually going up because 3.29 is peak. Let me tell you about it. So here's my character. I'm just about to talk to Sin and finish up Act 9. I'm doing the Herald, Golem, Stacking, Elementalist, like I said. I also have Vitality and Haste. I also got a 4th Herald, and I'm going to get a 5th Herald too. The 4th Herald is Herald of Purity, and it's just to get an extra Herald in there. And then the final Herald I'll get is Herald of the Hive, but that comes from a unique ring. Anyways, things are going really good. I'm level 67, just blazing through the campaign. Here's my gear. Complete trash. I got a 5-link. 5-links started dropping right away. I also got 2 div already, man. I got my first div in Act 4. I'm using 25% movement speed, but I've already dropped because the other stats are pretty decent for that level. But I've already dropped 30% movement speed boots. Yeah, man. It's going great. Here, let's slide over, show you my tree. Elementalist. So far I've only taken Bringer of Ruin and Legion of Primordial. I'm just about ready to go get the 3rd one. I'll get Bastion of Elements. And then for the final one I'll get is Shaper of Storms. Now, I started out doing Spark, like I said, and oh, my fire res needs some attention. That's okay though. I started out doing Spark, like I said, and it started going real good. Oh, here's my stats. You can see some of my basic stats. We got not any good physical damage or evade chance, but that's okay. We'll work on that. We got some decent life regen, especially for our level. Pretty good movement speed for our level. So anyways, I switched things up a little bit because I didn't really read the patch notes for 3.29. I just kind of like watched the Sir Gog video, and yeah, so I switched to Winter Orb, or Warb as the player base affectionately calls it. Once I was able to, I had already I was like low level. I was in Act 1 when I had been hearing about people talking about Winter Orb. And then so I went and I looked it up real quick, and it got like an 80% damage buff or something like that. So I was like, all right, well, I guess GGG wants us to try it, so let me try it. And I've done Spark like so much, man. So it's kind of cool to try a new skill. It's actually like an auto-bombing, channeling skill that synergizes really well with the Heralds. Well, let me tell you, man, I've been demolishing this game. I did die a couple times in Act 1, I think, only, and that was it. Here, let's check my, oh, somebody else has dropped a div. Xbox popping off. I heard on PC there was over 200,000 people in the queue. That is awesome for Path of Exile 1, man. Because I had, especially on PC, been worried about Path of Exile 1 because, and it's strictly because of like, 2 reasons. Path of Exile 2 is the new thing, and new shiny, and then also Path of Exile 2 has WASD movement for the, oh my gosh, that's it, two deaths. Pretty good for a witch at level 67. Anyways, going fast too, just blazing. We're just blazing through everything, man. It's been a lot of fun. I'll go ahead and show you my sockets. Winter Orb is great. You want to get good cast speed, which is why I'm running Haste. So that way you just get, it has 8 stages, and you just get right up to stage 8, or at least stage 8 right now. Maybe, I haven't even checked what like quality does. Maybe it yeah, see, maximum stages. So, but just at base, it has 8. And so like with quality, you'll get 10, more quality, you could get like 11 or 12 or more even. And with high cast speed, you just get right up there, like instantly, almost instantly. And then you could just like run around for a minute, and then shield charge into packs, and that'll probably trigger some Herald explosion. And it's just like, man, it's incredibly smooth. And single targets are just like, oh, I gotta stand still for like 2 seconds. Okay, there. Anyways, and then so my sockets aren't even perfect. So we got Winter Orb, increased crit damage and increased crit support. We'll stick with those 2. But then later on, we're going to need to get rid of this one because we're going to have a lot of flat damage from our Herald. And we'll stick with Infused Channeling. and then we'll get a 6th link, and we'll put this somewhere else. But this will be Inspiration, and this will be Hypothermia. So we'll switch those 2 up. Yeah, man, this has been, the last league was pretty good, but, you know, I already said it, the Mirage was whatever, you know, it was fun, but it was whatever. This league is, man, even if the, like, crafting is all it is, it's just, like, the crafting on the ship, like, man, like, the mechanic, interacting with the chest, potentially getting some loot to drop, and then even if you don't get loot to drop, you get the, tormented spirits that inhabit you and make you go super fast and have all kinds of special effects and stuff. Dude, it's just like such a breeze going through this campaign. So much fun. One thing that I've always criticized GGG for is like this, like claiming to be like hardcore devs, but then not really knowing how to do it. And it feels like this patch, they got it, man. Here, I died 2 times. It's a little bit of a slog to get through the beach and a couple areas in Act 1. But then after that, you could just fly, man. They give you all the tools. Up until this point, it'd be like a few people like Ben and other good players that know how to play. On Xbox is this guy Aeon and a couple other people, and they're like the only ones that basically blaze through the campaign while the rest of us just slog through it. And it's because of like tedium and tedious stuff. Now here's GGG facilitating you to get through the campaign, which is exactly what I've been asking for, man. This is just like such a great improvement so far. I already bought an MTX. I know I said I wasn't going to buy any more MTX, but that's just for Path of Exile 2. For Path of Exile 1, I can buy an MTX. I'm wearing it all. I got it was the Vile Thermatorge or whatever. I had already bought, and so with the points I got this Jellyfish Pet. I got Winter Orb Celestial Effect. And then for later, when I swapped to my Carrion Golems, I got the Stygian Carrion Golems. And then I still got like 100 and something points left. But I went ahead and bought a pack. It was like 40 bucks or 50 bucks, man. But I don't know. I haven't bought a pack in a while from GGG. And I said I wasn't going to buy packs anymore. But that was mainly just because of my disappointment with Path of Exile 2. This game, coming out with this patch so late in its life cycle. And then also, it's just like, it's crazy to think, but the best of Path of Exile 1 feels like it's right now and it's yet to come. Like, I know a lot of people, including like streamers, and they may have inside information too, so they may know more than me, like people like Zizarin and such. They don't seem too optimistic on the future of Path of Exile 1, whereas I, at least as an Xbox player, man, I'm not too optimistic on Path of Exile 2, at least for a while. Like, it's going to be a while for Path of Exile 2 to get good, I feel like, for like where I want it to be. Like, they need to allow you to zoom, man, and it needs to feel good. Right now, zooming doesn't really feel good in Path of Exile 1, and it's because of like weird animations, and it's because like they're trying to like change their philosophy from when the early access just started and it was supposed to be a slow, methodical game, which was, that was never going to work for Path of Exile in the first place. Or Path of Exile 2 in the first place, unless they went like full on no rest for the wicked or something like that, you know what I mean? And they shouldn't, you know what I mean? They're not built for that. They're not built to make like a FromSoft game. They need to do their thing. Because in honesty, FromSoftware games are the opposite. They start out super easy and then get more hardcore at the end. And GGG's player base, they don't want that. They want that, you know, little slog in Act 1, and then they just want to fly after that. And I'm telling you, man, this is the best league yet, so if you haven't seen this video and you're somebody that quit Path of Exile 1, man, it is so good right now. This is the best this game has ever felt to play. And I'm thinking I might just stick with this Winter Orb character for a while. Anyways, I'm gonna see about getting some other things, man, and then also I want to play that Carrion Golem character. So, and then there's like some new builds that I'm seeing too. Like, what was one? Somebody said that Doriani Fist on Facebreaker might be the single strongest skill in the game. Like, it might be completely broken because of the way Doriani Fist scales added damage. Anyways, or effective damage. Anyways, they might be wrong though. That's just what somebody said. And then what else was there that I wanted to play? There was something else too. But anyways, this Warb Elementalist is fire, man. And I'm not even playing it the most like meta way. I'm playing it my own way and having a great time. So, anyways, I'm gonna get back to it, blasting maps, take care of my dogs, eat some food, and yeah, hey, have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe, stay sane, Exile.